I first based Infernew V3's changes around pro player kRYSTAL's suggestions, as somebody who has an excellent knowledge of CSGO and who has also played V2 for an entire competitive game. Perhaps more important than his suggestions were why he felt they were good ideas and his thinking behind them. For example, he suggested moving the cart on A forward a bit, as he felt that A was too easy to defend and that a single well-placed smoke could block the sight of everybody already on the bomb site. By moving it forward, it would give those in pit another angle to attack quad from, as well as more cover in general post-bomb plant. He also wanted Banana to be redesigned to be closer to how it was in 1.6, with a slanted angle and perhaps a roof of some kind. I was reluctant to return to exactly how it was in 1.6, so the result should be an interesting blend of different versions. I also made T cover thicker and removed a bit from CT. As well as others, he also felt that the connection between mid and alt mid was too fast, so I added a rafter to force players to crouch for a couple of units just to extend the time taken slightly. The cover and construction was shifted over slightly to conceal those behind the generator completely, since the hitboxes under that model were a bit suspect in the first place. And bombsite B got cover in the fish pond that more closely resembles the weird bowl thing that was there originally. Once I made all of these changes as a backbone for the project, I then got to work on fitting all of the community suggestions around them. I'm pleased to say that I've managed a lot of them, since the community seemed to agree with each other on what needed changing and what the replacement should be. The biggest was the graveyard on A. This wasn't based on a single suggestion, but fixed a number of issues people had with the area at once, and should shake playtesting the map up a bit. It finally gives the back of A a unique purpose, rather than just being yet another place to lurk. It's harder, but still possible, to get up here from the site, but it mostly serves as an entrance for attackers to use. There's also a window with limited visibility, which can be used to chuck grenades out, and in, too. Another change is a door in apartments. But it's not just any door, it can have bits shot out from it, and also sports a fancy little grenade hole. Maybe this is going too far. Maybe this isn't what Inferno wants. But we'll only know for sure by trying. I patched up the open skybox on Banana, which everybody was quick to exploit as much as they could. And I'm sorry to say that I also removed the lattice from CT spawn. It had a horrible hitbox which made the railing jump difficult, and since I blocked it off in V2 it no longer served a gameplay purpose, so removing it simplified things and improved visibility. The general opinion on this window room was that it was cool, but too easy to get to. So I closed up the door. You now have to riskily climb up into it from middle, and it no longer gives you the corners to hide behind. I lowered the fence in Banana to make visibility between here and the site better, and added a boosting bench in B so that lone CTs can challenge this spot. The Walk 3R had a lot of great suggestions, with this being one of them. Jack Bo posted a beautiful idea for the terrace on Banana. It doesn't serve any real gameplay purpose, but I had to include it. It was either that or install The Sims again. As well as this, there were numerous other small and superficial improvements to the map, the whole list of which can be seen in the description of this video. And this concludes the Infernew project. I've really enjoyed working on it, and I hope you have too. I'll still update it if any bugs or urgent changes are required, but I think the project has run its course. kRYSTAL's suggestions to return it to closer to its 1.6 form made me feel that the project was going full circle. It also further cements my opinion that most changes aren't black and white, good or bad, but are instead a weird mix. Mapping's a very complicated thing, based as much on personal opinion as it is on anything else, and I hope that people haven't been too quick to judge these changes without giving them a proper try. So what is there to do now? Infernew will be hosted on servers for a while if you'd still like to play it, but I think it's now up to others to try and remake it, since one version of the map isn't big enough for all ideas. There have been many different and varied remakes posted to the workshop, and hopefully Valve will eventually post their redesigned version as well. I'm very excited to see what the future holds for Inferno and whether any of the changes to Infernew will make the final cut.